So welcome back to a brand new video. Today I am setting forth the challenge. I'm opening up Megaman X, a childhood favorite of mine, and the challenge is to beat it from beginning to end in under 1 hour. I'm going to quickly go through my settings here, make sure they're correct, and we're going to start the game. I am going to talk my way through it as well as I can, give some background, give some info, give some entertainment. I need to remember to start the timer, because the last few attempts I've forgotten to at the beginning and I had to restart. Ready, set, go. Okay, so you can see the little timer above my head. We're going to stop that from getting to 1 hour. We are in the intro level here, and I am playing the Mega Man X Collection, which came out on Xbox One a couple years ago. It was originally a Super Nintendo game. This disc is awesome. I think I got it for like $30. It has X through X8, so like, yeah, pretty much a cheap price. So I played pretty much all of them work through. They're just such great games. Recommend them to anyone. Obviously, it's not, you know, up-to-date graphics or anything like that, but you can get a ton of enjoyment out of them. So the way this game is laid out, we have the intro level, which I'm on right now. We have 8 stages after that, where you work your way through. You kill the bad guy at the end, and you get an upgraded weapon from that bad guy. So this level here should take me about a minute and a half. I used to know the timings pretty well, but I don't remember them because I played this game about a year ago. It's the most recent time. It is one that, when you get to know, you kind of remember it like the back of your hand, but some of the really precise movements, you have to be doing it often to really have them down. So I want to keep low health here. Reason for that is at the end of the level, there's a guy who works your health down. And the more you have low health at that point, the easier it actually, or the quicker it is to get done. So we're working our way in now, and this is just about the end of the level. Minute 40. Ooh. I don't think that's the best time, but I can live with that. I need to destroy all these guys here. I think this is the last one. Okay. So we're about 2 minutes right now. I'm gonna run around, he's gonna beat me up, I'm gonna get down to 1 shot. He's gonna shoot a little web, little net, whatever you call that thing. And that's the end of this level. Zero comes to rescue, save the day, so on and so forth. So this will be what we call an any percent run, which means that I don't collect every item, weapon, etc. in the game. I will collect more than I need to. I will collect more than the bare minimum just to make sure that I'm not going to be dying a ton. But I think that should allow me to get finish the run under an hour, but we'll find out. It's over here. So there's a specific order you can run these things in. I know the people that play this game a ton do a little bit of a more challenging order than I do, but I think the one I have will be optimal for timing and difficulty kind of mesh together. So Chill Penguin, no matter who you are, you're going to do this level first. You get the slider in it, which pretty much just changes the game. It can move much faster. And this is the part of the level I always have a little bit of trouble doing quickly. Quiet a little bit here. The places that bad guys spawn are just a little bit awkward. So it's hard to kind of manage the jumping and shooting. And here it's pretty This is the first level where you experience kind of the glitchy jumping, where if you turn backwards while you're running some of the stuff, you can jump higher. I'm sure I'm going to get a couple hits like that. That's the jumping there. I don't ask why that mechanic is there, but it is. So there's a lot of technical things like that that, unless you play this game often or have watched somebody really good do it, that you'll probably never figure out. So this is the upgrade to the slide. I can't think of the actual name of it, but you pretty much use it non-stop from here on out. The other benefit to it is when you're jumping kind of like off a wall, you press it, you're going to jump really far. Which allows you to reach places we're not sure the programmer's intended to. So if you shoot the buster while you're sliding like that, it'll do more damage. I'm letting some of these hit me on purpose to just go a little faster, because I'm not too worried about dying. Although the boss at the end of this level can be a little unpredictable, so I don't want to go in with too low of health, but kind of when you do these kind of quick runs of games that you want to try to leverage your health for kind of speed where, you know you're going to be okay, it's okay to take a hit. It's not okay to take this many though. So I would love it if I didn't die at all in this run, but I can't guarantee that, especially going into the first boss, having not played in months, with a third of my health. Gotta get a little careful here. So far he's good. I don't know if I can jump over that. Yeah, we gotta be careful of that. Probably one of those will kill us. So there's another area where you kind of leverage how quickly you're killing them versus like how dangerous it is. The faster you go, the more dangerous it's going to be. But ideally you want to be as close to him as possible. Like that. Like that. I'm not going to reset, I'll play it through, but obviously I hadn't been touched to that point, and his motions were a little bit unpredictable. But that's what you get. So try to go a little faster here, especially if that's full health. So like when he does that thing there, it's a little harder to get close to him. And I'm letting him hit me just to get this over a little faster. I didn't learn my lesson last time. So after this level, we go on to I can remember his name, but he gives us the tornado. And you can see what I'm doing there is that jump and dash at the same time, and I jump much further than I would be able to otherwise. So I know back in the day when I was a lot better at this, I think I would have beaten the level about 2 minutes ago, but I don't think that was a terrible course other than the depth of the boss, obviously. Finish here, and we go to this one. His name will come to us in a moment. Storm Eagle. I knew it. Totally knew it. We're about 7:15 right now. Right above where we're starting, we're going to get a little bit of health pack that's kind of hidden. We have to be a little careful in this area because if you don't jump correctly, you can just jump to your death, but we're going to look to avoid that. And right here, we do a jump dash. We land up here, and our health bar will increase. There'll be one other upgrade in this level, and we want to avoid him picking us up and dropping us like that also. The upgrade is going to be... Actually, 2 other upgrades. In another minute. Or about 30 seconds for the first one, I'll stay a minute for this. See, the timing on this stuff is off. A lot of the shots that really good players of this game will do is you try to anticipate shooting something before it's in the frame. So you can see I'm getting it a little bit, but not great. And then same thing with those, is you try to anticipate where these little platforms are going to be, but if you don't get the timing, you're just jumping to your death. I'm going to play it conservative here, and then I think, oh, I thought that was the last one, but I guess not. And then the second upgrade is right up here. Oh, just sloppy. Here we just have to shoot as fast as we can. And then we get the upgraded helmet. And then the third level we're going to do is the fire boss, whose name I also can't remember. But we're going to use this both the upgrades we've gotten so far to try to get a special upgrade as the third level we do, which can benefit us kind of all the way through this game. So this is a specific order we're doing them in, that's why. So you'll notice like a moment ago there was an extra life that I just went by. Things like that, definitely not necessary, and I'll probably end up getting a few by virtue of like the route I take. But I don't feel like I'm going to need them. I know I did die once already, but I'm not expecting that to happen many more times. As you can see, I'm going to the boss right here with full health. In reality, you know, I haven't played this game in such a long time, but I'll remember where bosses are, or where the bad guys are, things like that. So it's hard to really get your health down pretty far. And this guy has a lot of unpredictability. Pretty easy to hit, but it's hard to time out how quickly this fight is going to be over. So it's really a factor that you can't control when you're trying to time this game out. I stay as close as possible, that way I can shoot him faster. Hoping he stops. A couple more shots and I'll be dead. One more. Alright, 2 levels down. About 10:30 right now. Making decent time. Yeah, I think back in the day I'd be about 2 minutes quicker here, but nothing too bad. A little bit of lag, but it's not too bad. Okay, we're going to Flame Mammoth, that's his name. Just hit me. So the jump that I have to do is pretty early on here in the level. And if I don't get it perfectly, you usually don't get a second try. So if I don't get it, I'm just going to keep going forward and not worry about it. It's definitely not totally necessary, but it's helpful towards a good level. So one of the upgrades that I got in the last level allows me to store health. What I'm trying to do. There we go, got it, okay. I had to jump perfectly into there. I hope it's not lagging a little bit here, but it looks like it might be. Okay, so this upgrade will let me shoot kind of a more charged shot. And he will demonstrate an example right now. Charge up, I'm gonna go yellow, now it's purple. Purple will be the charged shot, and then every different boss that I kill is going to give me a different fully charged shot. So it'll some will be very helpful in different areas of the game. So that was a health pack there. From here on out, this pretty much everywhere. And this is from the boss in the last level. One more health upgrade, there's an extra life. And I probably wouldn't need all of these to actually use the game, but the last boss I did have a little bit of trouble with some collecting stuff like that for the heck of it. I'm hoping I can still beat my challenge time of an hour. Nearing the boss now. This level, this part is a little technical. Probably gonna get hit a few times, but that's okay. This is definitely one of the easier bosses. It probably won't hit me. If he does, it'll be once or twice a second too much damage. So I'm not concerned going into this with half a bar of health. We've also got 2 health upgrades since the first level. So half of my health now is a lot more than half of my health was. And I want to stand as close as possible, that way my shots get there as quick as possible. And that's the fight. Just under 14 minutes. 3 levels down, 5 to go, and then the final boss, 3 levels. So I could definitely see some rust within these levels. There's parts I'm getting hit where it wouldn't normally, but I don't think it's really slowing me down. As long as you remember the route that you're going to take and kind of the jumps to make, things like that, then you're good. I think next I'm going to do this level. Boomer Quanger, I believe is his name. A couple of options of what I could have done next, but I think this is a little more difficult than like a beginner route, but I think it'll be fine. This is a really technical level, the jumping. This first technical jump here. And this is all from that slide jumping. I'm gonna get hit a few times there. Yeah, all that slide jumping off the wall and stuff, it allows you to kind of shoot off the wall further. And then land further away, and then you can actually pull back towards the wall to jump in places you're probably not supposed to be able to. This game has some legendary music, to throw it out there. And now, I mentioned at the beginning that I was making sure the controller settings were right. I set the dash button to the left bumper, that way I can kind of press it repeatedly. When it's on default, it's on just one of the buttons. I forget if it's like A or X or whatever, but you don't want to do that. You want to be able to hit it and kind of not get in the way of you pressing other buttons, because you are seeing how frequently I'm using it, and that's how important it is to doing this game quickly and effectively. So you'll see in the air me kind of turning back and forth a few times. That's when I do that dash jump, and I'm kind of having, most places having a specific reason for doing it. This is a really tricky trick here. I'm charging up the ice, I'm waiting for this guy to pass over my head. Shoot this out, and then dash jump back. And I get the health pack. Do not try at home. Another really technical area that I probably am not going to get perfectly. Although this isn't bad. The game always lags a little here. It's not too bad. Take a hit or two, but I can live with that. And we are at the boss. But here, I'm going to use the X-Buster on him. He's a little unpredictable too, but you kind of get used to his motions. They look totally freaky if you've ever seen this. He kind of just appears and disappears, but when you get into rhythm, he's just fine. He's dodging, which is super annoying. I want to shoot like that. Yeah, it's just a totally wacky fight. You have to be super active. And we're gonna heal actually, because I don't like how this is going. This is definitely a fight where I am showing rust pretty badly, so I'll be okay. This is why this is a challenge. Totally not expecting that, but that's part of the game. There's some technical fights, but stuff like that's just gonna happen. Normally I can dodge them kind of every time, but I don't know, I'm feeling rusty. Watch, this time I won't even get hit on him. And as you can see, he's acting a little differently than he did in the last fight. He was zapping all over the place last time, now he's just kind of moving about, kind of teleporting. So, you never know what you're gonna get. He has like a plastic droplet. So you want him to appear close to you, but just not on top of you. That way your shots can hit him. If I die here, you probably won't even see this. I'll be too angry. And finish. What? Oh my god. One more shot. There we go. Cool. 1830. I hope we're still on pace. Not happy that I used my health pack and then died, but I'll have time to get more. So that gives us a chance to go to Sting Chameleon next. And his ability that I'll get from beating him will be really, really helpful. It gives you invincibility for a little bit, and invincibility is pretty good. It's unbeatable for the most part. Back to Hurricane and try to try to experiment a lot of his emotions. going to try to shoot a hurricane like that and then have an opponent jump into it. I'm going to get the last upgrade here. This is going out of my way for sure, but it'll make my armor more effective. This guy takes forever to kill. He's not dangerous, he's just super annoying. This will probably take a minute and a half with the faster. You have to aim right at that eye so it doesn't get hurt. I'm going to try to stay close. Zoom, yeah. I'm going to die on purpose in the next area. So there's this upgrade, and then there's another one right below where we are right now. I believe it's a health pack. And then from there is cruise control. It'll probably be the easiest boss battle of this whole video, because you get them in kind of a rhythm. Into a rhythm, and then that's just it. It's probably like a 12-second fight. Once you get into that rhythm, that was great. You can see the steam coming off him, which means he's pretty close to going down. The faster the steam comes, the quicker he's getting. It's a little awkward to get that shot right where I need it. But, come on. You do now. I don't mind them getting a little health because I'm going to die in a second now. Okay, this is that armor upgrade, and then I should be in little danger of dying from here out. At least until the very end. That's what I'm afraid of after that. So I saved a little bit of the ice here. I'm going to start charging it up. Oh, we have water left. I did this wrong. I think I did it wrong. I'm going to skip it. Who cares? I don't. It's going to be super annoying because they take forever to fall down. Now the health is going to bother me. There's a way if I slide, jump backwards, then jump forward, I can go over them. But it's super technical as it sounds, so I'm trying to avoid doing it. So I'm going to try to get a little bit of health here. I don't need it for the boss, I can tell you that. It's just kind of traveling here on out when I grab it. Grab the extra life there, and we're skating right on through. Never have this happen. Okay. Super annoying. I'm gonna grab this one. Another guy right there. One right to the boss. That was really bad, but if I didn't say that, you wouldn't have known it. Very sloppy. I have a couple of options of levels I can do after this, and this is the boss fight I was referring to. I'm going to get a first hit, and then it's going to be into rhythm for the rest of it. So, one, two, take a step, shoot, take a step, shoot, take a step, shoot, and so on. And we get hurt him a whole awful lot in that game. 5 levels? I think that was 5. Gonna do Spark and Mandrill next. I think that'll be best. And now you'll see with the charge shot that I got from him. The invincibility, which is just great. And then Spark Mandrill, we'll do Armored Armadillo after that, and then the octopus's name I can't remember, but it's a total pain. This level gets a little freaky where the lights kind of shut off and on. So there's a charge pack over there. There we go. That's how you get it. I believe you have to jump at just the right second if that's the one I'm thinking of to get, because the way these little boomerangs will go depends on where you're standing on the screen, like top or bottom type of thing. So if you shoot it from a normal standing spot, you may not get it. You spend a whole lot of time trying to figure that out. I'm actually outrunning these things, so wasting pause for a second after I shoot it. Start charging it up, so I have a mini boss here. Good shot there. Three shots done. That guy can be a pain if you get stopped or if you let him hit you a few times. And we're just gonna switch over to these things I mentioned. Probably should have charged it up before. But no idea invincibility. There's a ton of bad guys here. Just run right through them all. And I'm gonna get hit when it comes out, but that's not a problem. It's gonna be another. Okay. That was another wall jump there. Have to jump into the wall, out, and then pull back in. Jump there. This guy hit me, so I keep moving. Last section here. Slide right under. This is another pretty quick boss battle. We're going to use the ice blocks here, and we're going to shoot him. He's going to freeze. I'm going to shoot him again. He's not going to freeze. I'm going to shoot him a third time. He's going to freeze, not freeze, so on, so forth. Till he's dead. Oop. Try to be as close as possible without getting hit, which is way more challenging than I expected. We're looking at about 27 minutes. We're going to do Armored Armadillo next. That's another fun level. There's 2 upgrades, I want to say. And a lot of kind of fun motions and jumps. If I was doing the 100% run, I would get to the Hadouken in that level. I am not doing that. I'm just going to put on level here. I think some sneaky jumps and some bad stuff. This is a fun one to watch. Yeah, this is just such a fun game. It's kind of built for speedrunning because there's really not much to do outside of playing it and beating it. You know, you don't feel like you're missing content because you're speedrunning it. I'm gonna try to do a really good jump. There we go. Ah. Probably should have used invincibility there. And I should have used invincibility there too. Okay, so here's a health pack. Sneak up behind him. Where guys don't hit me. Health, I believe. Yeah. Get one, other one will go in one of my tanks. Invincibility, yes, good in this level. I should be using it. Yeah, stuff like that. I see it coming, I let it hit me, it does such little damage. And if you get hit, you get stopped. Or if you try to, I'm sorry, if you dodge it, you get stopped, and it's just not worth it. Boss fight is pretty easy as well here. Oops. Get ahead of him. Second upgrade is right here. Oops. He's right by it. Got that, and from here on, we're just cruising to the boss. So, you can't really tell by watching, but a lot of the jumps in this level are not kind of those dash jumps, they're just regular jumps because they're kind of at a different height, and it's kind of hard to manipulate it perfectly if you're doing a dash jump. You're jumping higher than you need to. And on a couple of those jumps, you're actually jumping into the bad guys instead of avoiding them. So it's just kind of a nuanced thing that you learn by doing it a ton. Shush. Probably finish this right around 30 minutes. or my lack of experience in my favorite. You spins a ton here, and then you shoot electric to wipe the armor away. And then I should be better on my timing here. By a second. Electric is what he's weak to. And there he is. Like the other bosses, you want to try to stay as close as possible without getting hit. And you want to kind of spam whatever they are weak to. As often as they can be hit, because you can't hit them repeatedly. They have little invincibility after they get hit once. And we're just over 30 minutes. The hour challenge, we're in good shape. But the last levels might be pretty sloppy. Not gonna lie. And next one, twist and turn. Yeah, I have the camera set up a little differently. That when I can die, I can do like the Jim Halpert and just. Set here. So to think, someone who the best in the world at this game would be pretty much at the final boss at this point. Kind of crazy. So I'm going to let him hit me, and I'm just going to shoot these as quickly as you can. This is a game where you learn to just mash buttons in certain scenarios where you just want to kill things as quickly as possible, things that you can't go by, like that there. I'm going to have to fight another one of these. As quickly as I can. So those are kind of tricks. Like in that one, you have some spikes below you, and oh my god, that almost got me. If you didn't know any better, you would try to kind of fight one of those spikes, and they pull you. Oh, I'm gonna die here. Oh, okay. That was gonna end on top of me. They have like a little vacuum thing, and they pull you towards them. Anyway, that thing pulls it towards you, and it can pull you into the spikes. There's a health pack here I just got. So I think I'm ending the main levels here with one health pack miss, which was on the Steam Chameleon level, but I'm not too concerned. Before the final boss, there's a little area where you can kind of charge up. I'm going to take advantage of that. I'm going to see if I can time the shot. And got it. There you go. You charge up the hurricane, tornado, whatever you call this thing. Yeah, so how much health do I have? This could be a really painful boss fight. The armored armadillo buster shots, X-busters, the weapon Megaman uses, are good on this guy, but they're just awkward to shoot, so I think most people end up just using a regular blaster. She can hit you, it's kind of hard to hit. It's not super hard. When I have this armor upgrade, it should be fine, but just a pain. Like you guys saw some of the last episodes there, last levels, and the bosses didn't even touch me. This is not that kind of fight. And I'm not timing things like that right. I try to shoot him as he fell. There, I got it better. Sometimes with purple shots I cannot live. He's doing this overwhelming. I wish he wasn't. It takes much longer to film when he's doing it. But at least he's not getting me with one more. There we go. Okay. So 33.5 finishing the 8 main levels. And we're going to jump in to the first of the 3 final levels, if you will. So Sigma is the bad guy. He's hanging out above the timer, about there. And he's gonna go down hard. He's a brawler. There's Zero coming to give me a pep talk. And we're gonna make this land ours. And we just fight. I think we will. This part of the level has a lot of really technical jumping. I think there's a quicker way to do it. I think I can jump up the wall if I'm remembering correctly. I have to get there. It can be very easy. That's kind of fun to play. To do invincibility. Let's just do this. I don't want to... Normally, I would try to time the jumps on these to like be where it's going to be to save a little bit of time. Ooh, lag. I don't want that. But I'm not going to do that here. And then... Every once in a while when you hit the dash button, it doesn't register just like that. I was supposed to dash jump into the wall and then dash jump my way up it, but I didn't. I died. How many lives do we have? We have plenty. Okay. Megaman was getting close to like resetting. This is where all the rust comes in. And if I was kind of like serious about playing this game, I wouldn't be very happy right now, but I'm just gonna laugh at it because I'm not anywhere as serious about it as I used to be. As I said, I haven't played it more than once in like a year. Alright, so I can do this. Yep. So those larger parts gunning out, you can kind of dash jump it on too. Otherwise, you have to wait on those little platforms that go back into the doors, and it can take quite some time. Okay, so we have a little mini boss fight here. Zero goes full hero mode. Say that 5 times fast. Saves our lives. Thank you. You're a hero. And this would be where we get that charge shot normally that we got in the 3rd level, the one that gave us the purple and would allow us to give us that like fully charged invincibility and a couple other things like that. If we had not gotten in the 3rd level, here's where we would get it. And I totally forgot that he takes our health down just like he did in the 1st level, so I should have taken the damage earlier. Because it's going to take me another like 15 to 20 seconds to just get beaten down. So I really just want to jump into him and let him hit me. This is Rust at its finest. Yeah, so we had it for levels more. That is that purple fully charged shot. And that is the great benefit of getting that jump correct, which I did, thankfully. So he's going to go, as I said, full hero mode. He's going to blow himself up and try to take Vile, the bad guy, in the process. He does not, but he does take out the big armor suit there. And Megaman also goes borderline Super Saiyan, just busts that net off. Charges up, and we fight very quickly, but he's a very easy fight. I'm going to try to time these little missiles so that each one is hitting them one after another. I didn't do a good job, and I also want to try to finish on the right side of the screen, which I did not. Not a good job there either. All little nuances that really affect your time. So we lost our friend very quickly, and then we keep moving because we got villains to kill. Just wait for it. Okay. So I'm going to use invincibility a ton here. Starting right there. There's walls, there's bad guys, there's things to jump over and around. Just wait until I can get this one charged up to go again. And this one I think will get me all the way to the top. That was a bad jump. I think this is the top. Yeah. Cool. And now all of the bad guys we previously saw, we have to fight again, which is a total pain. Through the next 3 levels. Basically 4 levels. But this time I don't have to go down there and fight this guy. I can use the little rockets here, and they're going to hit him. And I can just keep climbing the wall. Although now I have so much health and I have that armor, I'm really not going to be fighting him all that much. I'll probably just stand right here. So that's the only one that we're going to have to fight on this stage here, I believe. The next stage has to be 2 and 3. Charge up a little bit for this here. The boss here is like a nasty little fighter, but he's pretty tough. The reason I say that is his movement's really unpredictable. The ice shooter is the best thing to use, and once you run out, you're in a lot of trouble. So if you use like all of yours and then don't have any for the next life, if you die, you're in a ton of trouble. Now that being said, we have a tank and a half, more around here. I'm going back and forth to try to collect a little bit of extra health. But I don't want to spend too much time. It's kind of run. Alright, so we're going to go in. We're at just about 40 minutes, so it's going to be pretty close. So what I mean, he's big, ugly, he's got a red eye, and when it opens up, I can shoot him. Shoot little babies. He starts out slow, and as you saw like right there, I'll hit him, and he speeds up. So he moves that way. Oh, okay. He drops some babies there when he pauses like that. I'm not really worried about him doing that, but I didn't get a shot off there. I just need to not get hit by this. Which is usually the strategy for any game. That's what I figure out. I'm doing well so far, but it gets a lot harder. Stand over there. You can stand away from his little webs here, but sometimes he'll just not go where the webs are and just go away from them, so it doesn't totally help. Yeah, see like that. There was no web there and he just ran with it. I'm taking some damage, but that here. Stop in the middle of the run there. Yeah, like I said, the second half of this fight is really where things heat up. Got a good one there. This is a fight that when you're rusty, not a good one. So I have that more health that I can use, and I think I'm going to, just so I don't die. I don't want to lose all of my shots there. Probably could have waited a little longer to use the health, but I'm not totally sure how much this is taking. I didn't want to find out the hard way. So I think 2 more shots will end it here. Okay, yeah, 1 more. Oof. Okay. 41 minutes. Ooh. Pretty close. Very close. He was definitely the hardest boss, other than the final boss for sure. So we had about 20 minutes to work through these final few levels. This is one of my favorite here. I just like the way it flows. It's not too challenging, but just a fun feel to it. The boss is definitely the same at the end. These final bosses, before the final boss, are kind of rhythmic. You gotta get into a little bit of a flow, but definitely some unpredictability in there. This is gonna be Chilled Penguin. And we didn't have the fire last time we fought him, and we died to him. Now I have the fire. I'm gonna stand right in his face, I'm gonna burn him some. I actually don't know if this is the fastest way, because as you see, when he gets hit, he kind of freezes there. So it takes up a bit of time to do, but as you can see, I'm in no danger of getting hit. Although I almost did that. I would love if we could get it right near the door. I'm trying to time it so it's faster to leave. Oh well. But this just goes to show you, with the upgrades and with the different boss shots you can get, it becomes much easier. In addition to 100%, I'm doing, again, any percent, meaning that you don't have to get all the items or weapons in the game, you just kind of go through and finish it as quickly as you can. I'm getting more items than you have to for any percent. Any percent, I wouldn't have had to get any of the health upgrades that I did, but I'm doing it for my own comfort, not because it's kind of part of the rules for this. But you also get buster only percent sometimes, as people will do, where they don't use any of the upgrades, so it's definitely more challenging. It'll take much longer, but it's a fun way to challenge yourself, especially if you're super good at this game. I am using the laser here, like the shot from Symphonian, that I didn't have the time that we fought Storm Eagle, that's his name. Last time, as you see, it made the fight go much faster, but I actually saved some of the ammo from that weapon. So we're going to use it on the final, or the boss of this level, not final boss, but final boss of this level. I'm getting to right now. We're gonna use that first. It's just his face. It's really awkward. It's super awkward. You just get trapped here, and then he tries to throw you in the middle. His eyes open up, and you shoot him a bunch. Oh god. That was atrocious. I used the dash button. A little too strong there. We have a few lives left. I'm gonna try it one more time. That's actually kind of bad because we don't want to use our shot for that. Our stink killing shot. So the 2 eyes and the nose? I don't know how you really classify this stuff. I don't want to miss many of these shots. So I know we see his health is just below kind of 50% there, but we have to break all 3 things. That might break. Alright, one more shot breaks the eye, and now we just have to shoot the nose probably. Oh, 1 point. Cool. That was pretty clean. The immediate death, but if you're gonna die, I'd rather have it be quickly and then get to start over faster. Alright, so we have one level left until the final. And about 14 minutes to go, so just over 14. It's gonna be tight, because the final boss, I might die. I'm not gonna pretend it's gonna be a clean fight. There's a bit of a strategy to how to do it, but executing it is really the issue. It's always been the issue, actually. I've never been particularly good at that fight. I can get to that fight pretty cleanly, but executing it is a challenge. So we had the tower last time we fought him, and let's see if my timing is any better, but right now it's not working. It's always 1/2 a second longer than I feel like it is. Okay, I'm going to try to get a 2 shots on him while he's spinning like this. And it is well with that. But it is a staple of like every Mega Man game that you always refight all of the bosses at the end of the game. They're always a bit easier because you have more upgrades, more health, and more everything, but it's just something to expect out of a Mega Man game. I want that health, but I'm not going to go for it. This is the Sting Chameleon. You can tell by the little razor-looking things in the ceiling. Hoping I don't get hit here. I don't expect to, but you never know. As soon as you see him about to touch the ground, you shoot the next one. Land in it. Yeah. That's it. Oh! Missed. But it wasn't too... Don't remember who's next. This is what makes it more fun almost than like having a perfect run. Just trying to figure things out as you're going and not kind of cause issue with it. Now this is Spark Mandrill. I can just tell by the kind of level set up, and again, I don't think I'll get hit here. Shot. Second shot. The first shot is gonna freeze him. Second shot is not, and I got hit. Again, you want to try to stay as close as possible without getting hit. Sometimes you do get hit, and you hope you can kind of afford to take that much damage. These are this is going to be a good fight. A little bit extra health. And the only underwater fight, we have the octopus. Now I don't know about the boss if you're going to be able to tell him how much health I have. I should be, but I'm not going to get over. He's the kind of boss too where you kind of want to just take a few hits from him and just be able to give him more damage rather than trying to dodge like everything he's doing. Use the damage and getting a hit. Landing. That was sloppy. Very sloppy. finish this probably with like 51-ish. Is there another boss first? Oh, cool. Okay. So these spikes here would normally kill us. We're gonna put invincibility on, we're gonna run, we're gonna get health, we're gonna get a life. Oh, I could use a life, but that's not what I know. Oh, we have Flame Mammoth first. How dare I forget? So the shots with him are gonna get two kind of hits. The hurricane is there. And that's perfect. I'll slid right into the end here. And I think I use... Oh, this is so sloppy. I think I use these on the boss. It's like a big old mouth. I don't know who came up with like the bad guys in this game. But they're just kind of weird. Really, I think I would die or get close to it. That hit me. So you just want to get this fight over as quickly as possible. I don't think I'm going to try to dodge that. No, don't hit me up there. Woo! Woo! Oh, we died there. I said 51. That's 51. Nice. We have 9 minutes to beat the last boss, but... We'll see. We'll see. Gotta stretch out. Flex a little. Gotta get ready for this fight. It's not every day we do this. Literally, it's been like a year. So I'm gonna try to spend like a minute or two. I'm gonna budget my time here. I'm gonna game the system a little bit. I'm gonna try to charge up. So you use this little guy here, and you just jump on. There's a little worm guy coming out, and you just sit on here. It'll kill him. It'll collect whatever he drops, which is either health, an extra life, or X Buster. What do you call it? Power up. And you'll hear a noise when one of the tanks fills. I would love to fill all 4, but I'm going to see how long it takes to kind of fill 1. And then that's the noise to fill 1. So I would love to just get this fight over with the first time, but we'll see what happens. And quickly, I'm trying to remember what to use on each part of the fight. I think I used the ice on part 1. I think I used the shock or the circles on part 2, and I think I used the circles on part 3 also. It's been about a minute of doing this. Okay, I'm 2 down. I think I can time it out so that, hoping at like 53 on the timer, I have all 4 filled, and go in, do the fight, win, and just live happily ever after. But it'll be close. This is not the most entertaining part, but sometimes we have to train, or we can take down the bad guy. I'm not really training, I'm just charging up, but not underestimating my opponent. That's 3 charge packs down. I don't want to give away how the fight goes, but like most other Mega Man final bosses, there is more than one phase. They're a pain, they're annoying, they're technical, they're challenging, and that is one reason I like these Mega Man games. The final bosses are just way harder than, let's double check, but I believe that's at 4 of them. 53, 30-ish. Just tough fights. I'm doing the dash jump, which is why I'm jumping so far out that I'm almost touching the other wall. And here we are. And I think my shield will fade here. I guess not. Alright. So man's best friend will be the first enemy, and as much as I love dogs, I'm doing what I have to do here. And just switch it on this screen, so I don't think the shield would go away otherwise. So he's quick, fast, and annoying. And I haven't hit him yet, which is really bad. Powerful thing. You see how quickly, like, I can lose health here, like, if I'm just not figuring them out. I don't know how I'm managing to dodge some of those shots. That was actually really good, because he can hit you really hard, really fast, with, like, 5 shots within couple of seconds, and next thing you know, like, your health is half gone. He goes Darth Vader now, and I believe... one thing. I'm not tracking him, which is not good. It's a struggle, and it's real. There we go. Yeah, this is doing good damage. So he's doing good damage to me. I want to charge it. Okay, I figured out what to use. Which is a big step. Not good. This is why I was concerned. But okay. Whew. Okay, final boss part is next. And his floating head just ends up there. I want to try to climb to the top left corner over the hand and just shoot the circles at him, but it's going to be super difficult. And it's going well. I use the health, I don't want to get too low and then die. I'm not totally sure how much shot too. That's why. It's just kind of unpredictable to dodge, but I think we might have enough time to do this again. I'm determined to beat this goal, time-wise. Now that I know what weapons to use and where and when, definitely much better off. But it might be challenging to get full health tanks in that timing. So yeah, this is like clearly the only part that's given me a real hiccup. A couple quick deaths otherwise, but you know, they happen. But yeah, it's gonna take me a little while here. Maybe I'll go up at like, when I say go up, I mean go up to the fight at like 58, 30, depending on where I am health-wise. And then see if I can beat the fight and... I did a lot of pausing last time, trying to figure out what I'm doing, but I think I can get rid of a lot of that this time. Almost at 2. Okay. At 2. And hopefully I keep getting health, because this thing can drop any health, charge shot, or extra lives. Pretty much randomly. And I'm not getting health. I'm getting health. Alright, next piece of health we're gonna go. Okay. Minute and a half, we can do it. And then we're gonna use ice for the first section. Basically I have 3 health packs. I'm trying to just go fast here as much as I should. Get some health. We're getting low on time. Ooh. Made it to 1 hour. I didn't make it. Thank you for watching. I'll beat this next time.